Aren't they pretty? We are going to do a video today on starting seeds. It is pretty much just about that time, and I've had lots of questions from people asking about it, and so I figured we'll just do a video. I'm going to show you two different ways that you can do seeds. One way is we bought this fabulous rack and we got some LED shop lights, and you don't have to have the grow lights, you know, where you're growing special plants. But you can use LED lights. The difference between shop lights and the grow lights is shop lights, you do have to do them closer, and I'm not totally 100% sure what the scientific stuff is of it, but the grow lights, you can actually your plants will actually fruit. They will flower and they will fruit. They will not do that with the shop lights. So it's good just for starting seeds. Ignore the background. This used to be our daughter's room, and we've kind of turned it into a office /
growing room /
sewing
/ storage
/ gonna be a hatchery. We're gonna do a video on hatching some baby chicks. Because we don't have enough chickens.
How many, just to give you a little insight to the egg hatching. Went to the...
Wait, don't be a hater.
Oh, I'm not a hater. I just want
hater.
you to realize, I want everybody to realize Donna's motto of go big or go bigger is going to be shown to the extreme. We went this morning, collected eggs. I carried them back to the house. We get in the house. Hey, babe, where do you want these? Oh, just put them in that blue container over there. So I put them in the container, and I'm asking her. I'm like, Donna, there's a ton of eggs. What are you going to do with all these? I was thinking, okay, we're going to get rid of them, give them to friends, family, whatever. No. She's been saving up to put them in the incubator.
Right, but I'm not going to hatch the ones that are in the basket. That's a lot of eggs. There's probably like over 100 eggs in that basket.
I'll show you a little shot of them here. It's a lot of eggs.
Right now we've got to put up lights though.
Yes. So we'll show that process. Okay, so you saw us putting up the majority of the lights. Wanted to show you how we were doing it, just in case you want to do it. You don't have to do it this way. Whatever works for your circumstance. This is definitely not per manufacturer recommendations. The instructions show using the single chain with a single attach point at the top, and then the chain connecting, the two ends of the chain connecting on the light with the S-hooks that they provide. That wasn't giving us enough length on the chain to make it easier to manipulate the lights and their height. Figured it would be easier to do it this way. So you can see there's a couple openings here on the light. So I just took a zip tie and went through each opening like so until they are tight enough that they just kind of touch in the middle. And then I take a third zip tie and go through those two. Start to snug it up. Take one of the S hooks and loop through that center zip tie. And then tighten. So now that you can see that hook is kind of held in place. Take a pair of snips. Cut off the tails of the zip ties. And then you've got the chain, you know, it will position on there. The other hook connects to the bottom of the shelf above it. So I'll do the other end and then we'll get it hung. So again, you just take the S hook, connect it to the shelf above where the light is going to hang, and then connect the light to the chain. Try to keep them even. The ones on the front and the back the same. And it looks like, was it four of these that you could get?
I can fit 4 of these
across each row. Across each shelf.
And they house 50 seedlings per tray. And when you do this, you have to keep the light. You want to keep it about an inch and a half to 2 inches right above your seeds. The great thing about the LED lights is they don't put off a lot of heat, so you're not going to burn your plants. You just have to...
Or the house.
Right. I mean, that's like really bright.
It is bright.
You do have to make sure that you keep your seedlings moist. That is imperative to them growing. So I have this Husqvarna pump action sprayer, and it is the Poop Daddy. So, you know, just do a little misting. You want to get it good and soaked. Oh, I love you. Look, guys, look what my lumberjack got me for Valentine's. They are called, just the common name is dragon scale. One of them's a regular, and then one of them is a silver. Aren't they so pretty? I love them. I love them. Grow, little plants, grow! That is the gist of starting under lights. I'll show you in just a second the soil and all that fun stuff, but I gotta clear off my table, my kitchen table. So now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I got my cells to start. I just get from Walmart the Jiffy Organic Seed Starting Mix. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's like $5. It's for 4 quarts. You know, pretty inexpensive, especially if you're not doing a million seeds like my husband wants me to do.
Ha!
So you're just gonna dump it, and yes, I'm at my kitchen table, and yes, I don't care that I make a giant mess. One day I will have a greenhouse that I can do all this in, but I don't, so you work with what you got. So you're going to want to fill all of the cells up. You can also start your seeds in solo cups. Super fabulous way of doing it. Especially if you're not going to do it under lights. A lot of times, many years, I've grown them in the clear plastic totes in solo cups. You just need to make sure that you put drainage holes in the bottom. You can either do that with a knife very carefully, or if you have a lumberjack that's awesome, you can take a drill and do multiple solo cups at once. What's Calvin doing? Sitting and eating turkey jerky and cheese in front of me. Oh, I'm being supportive. I'm here with you while you start your seeds. But did you offer to buy me, to give me a turkey turkey? I can't eat one right now. I got crap on
You like dirt.
I got my seed starter trays from Bootstrap Farmer. I got these nifty little tools from Bootstrap Farmer. This is great for just, doing a little hole for your seed. This is great when you actually have your plants started and they've got all the roots in the bottom, and so they pretty well stick together. It won't do it now, but this is a good way to just stick it on the edge and pop them up without doing a lot of damage to your roots. This is done. I'm going to get them under the lights, and I'm probably going to start some more seeds. One thing I didn't tell you is if you are growing under lights, you need to have a fan on your plants, because what that does is it mimics being outside with the wind, and it just helps them to be a stronger plant. When you do the clear totes, make sure that you have the clear lids. Get the totes with the lids. I got this big bad boy from Walmart. It was $10. Pretty sure it was $10. So if you do solo cups, you can see how big it is. You do solo cups, you really need to pack this full, because if not, then they're going to be spilling over and everything else. You can put this outside during the day. You leave the lid on with your plants if it's under 50 degrees. If it's under 50 degrees, you leave the lid on, closed up. If it's over 50 degrees, you want to either take the lid completely off or just catty corner it where it's kind of vented so it doesn't get super, super hot. There's snow out on the ground. I could put this tray in the clear tote and I could take it outside right now with the lid on, and it will be perfectly fine. It will grow, seeds will come up, it'll do awesome. The benefit of that is you don't have to harden them off. You do, however, just make sure with any of your seedlings, make sure you've got a fan on them. If they're outside, obviously they don't need a fan because you're going to have wind and everything else. But keep them moist. You have to keep them moist, or else you will absolutely kill your seedlings, which is a sad, sad day. I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching with us. Done. That's it, right?